Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right, for letting us come back to do another class, man. This is Thursday Night Live. All right, you already know what it is. Like the video when you enter the building, Baba Kashab. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel as well as our other channels, San Francisco, North Carolina, as well as Alabama. All right, I'm your brother Judah.
Captain Yonatan, Shalom Israel.
Soldier Boaz.
All right, we the sons of Thunder Israelites is our heart's prayer and desire that all Israel be saved. All right, tonight's class is part 2 to the class we did last week. All right, it's called Celebrities Supporting Kyrie, Hypocrites, and More. Part 2, Celebrities Supporting Kyrie, right? Hypocrites and More. Part 2. So we're going to get into some things, man. We're going to get into some things. It ain't going to be too much. We're going to drop a link in the chat. All right. You know, and we want you to get in on the conversation. We were supposed to do that last week, but class kind of got good. We ain't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, yeah, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna get in on this. You all right? Hey, Giannis, go ahead and shout out the people real quick.
Hey, first of all, you know, we appreciate y'all for joining. Always remember to hit us with the emails, man. Hit us with the emails if you're trying to join the feast days. Hit us with the emails if you're trying to join the new prospect phase that will be, you know, that's in the near future as well. Also, if you want to advertise with SOT, hit us with an email, Sons of Thunder Israelites. Let's get that scrolling at the bottom if you don't mind. But yeah, Sons of Thunder Israelites at gmail.com. All right, and we'll plug that for you on the camp channel as long as it's appropriate content and it's beneficial to the nation. All right, want to give a shout out to Beverly Pleasure, SOT Soldier Holy, Soldier Kevon, Samara Yasha Allah, BCG, Trey Lindsay, Soldier Kahari, Soldier West, Captain Yahawada, John Allen, Yara All, Kaim Izar, Abayanam Yasha Allah, all right, SOT Soldier Warrior Maya Allah, Joanne Gilchrist, Captain Israel Shalom, Soldier James, Al-Ra'ah, Azanya, Shalom sis, Boaz on the screen, Kendall Johnson, Adawan Kanal, Shalom, Shalom, Yabba Shem Yashabakata, all right, Rodney Stevens in the building, Reach One, Teach One, Soldier Sanctuary, Yahweh Shah is 12. All right. Malak Yawasop, and the list goes on. All right. So we appreciate y'all for joining us tonight, man. We're going to get into it. Like he said, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and make sure to join the conversation. All right.
Hey, man, you know, I appreciate you, y'all all. Shalom, King. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to make this, you know, a little bit more professional. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we sound good. You know what I'm saying? I had to go get me a mic because these two brothers do music. So I had to go get me a mic. You feel me? I just DJ. I don't MC. I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, all praise to the Most High, man. Hey, Kadar Ron, Shalom, King. Sister Janisha, Shalom. All right. Yeah, man, we're going to try to get into some things. We're going to start out with a Bible verse, man. Let's start off with Proverbs 16 and 16. Let's read that real quick. I'm going to turn to it myself.
You got it?
This is a book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 16.
Yep.
Reads, how much better is it to get wisdom than gold?
Salakia. Hey, man, how much better is it to get wisdom than gold? We've seen a lot of hypocrisy going on, man. A lot of hypocrisy, man. Once again, we probably gonna go to another topic next week. I'm almost certain we're gonna drop this topic, right? But we see the brother Kyrie, he's searching for knowledge himself, right? And Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley and all of them, they calling him idiots and all sorts of things like that. You know what I'm saying? I heard a brother say on a video I was watching, the brother, he has just a regular old podcast show. He said, man, I think these brothers are reading from the same script that they were given that day. You got to think about it. On Undisputed, Shannon Sharp, got on him. You know what I'm saying? On TNT. Charles Barkley and all of them got on him.
That's right.
Man. The brother's trying to find knowledge of, which is wisdom. That's worth more than money to that brother. These
Mhm.
calling him idiots. Keep going.
Kind. And to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver.
Right. To get understanding. Hey man, this brother found out that he's one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
He found out that he's actually chosen.
Hey, that's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Kind.
And to him, that's better than wisdom. Right? But
Mhm.
guess what?
Or
We know
better than
one
silver.
thing.
Better
Say it
than
again.
Better than silver.
kind.
Yep, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? But we know one thing's for sure, two things for certain. 1 Timothy 6:10. And then we're going to get into it.
Con, I got the 1 Timothy one.
Kind of one.
The first precept was Proverbs 16:16, sis.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, this is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
The love of money is the root of all evil. Shaquille O'Neal, he loves his money. Right?
Mhm.
If you do some, the brother's a good businessman. He learned from a Jewish man. So now you see why he's going so hard about this whole Hebrews to Negroes situation. Right? He loves money. It says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. Go ahead.
Which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Hey, man, you're going to get pierced through with many sorrows if you love money, because then you'll do anything for it.
That's right.
Right? A dangerous man is a man that'll do anything for some bread. You see what I'm saying? That's a dangerous brother or a dangerous sister. Right? I seen a video not too long ago on World Star. This man, he found his wife at a hotel. He found one of her ads soliciting herself and pretended to be, you know what I'm saying, a dude that's interested in the services, and found her up in a hotel. Now she wants to boo-hoo crying because she loved money, that she, loved the sanctity of their union. It's a dangerous person that loves money,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they'll do anything for it. You see
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? They gotta have it because they'll do anything for it, right? And this is what we seeing, you know what I'm saying, going on right now. So let's start with our first video. Like I said, man, we don't got too much planned. Y'all wanted a part 2. We had some videos that we did not show last week, so we'll go ahead and show these videos. And then, like I said, we'll also throw a link in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So we can get y'all's 2 cents in. So once we put that link in the chat, you know what I'm saying, I implore y'all to, hey, hit that link and become
Join
part
the
of the conversation.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
That's
Hey,
right.
I want to say this too while you're getting that video together, right? Keep in mind that the people who are criticizing Kyrie for exploring his nationality and searching past the slave ships of his history, those same people don't know where they come from neither. Right? So, this Shannon Sharp guy, man, this guy's a clown, man.
Yeah. They're comfortable with the name that Master gave them, which is
That's right.
ridiculous.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like knowing you're adopted. You know what I'm saying? You were adopted by the Jones family. You know you were adopted. You know this man is not your biological father. You know this woman is not your biological mother. Your siblings are not your biological siblings. All the way down to aunts, uncles, and grandparents. You know nothing about who you are. And they tell you, when you ask where you come from, they tell you, you're a Jones.
Yeah.
And then you say, you know what? Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm a Jones.
No.
And what ends up happening is when you have children and they ask you, where do we come from? You can't tell it because you were comfortable with the answer that you was given.
Correct.
Right? So we can't be like that. All right. So let's go ahead and play this first clip.
in part of the statement. I'm aware of the negative impact of my post, the Jewish community, and I take full responsibility. I do not believe everything said in the documentary was true or reflect my morals and principles. I'm a human being learning from all walks of life, and I intend to do so with an open mind and a willingness to listen. There are several things that we can call Kyrie Irving and we can say about Kyrie Irving. Open-mindedness is not one of those things.
NFL Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp did not mince words.
Now, if you grow up, you know, hearing that the world is round, and then you say that the earth is flat, and you do extensive research into it, and all of this stuff like that, you got to be some type of open-minded to even entertain the conversation.
Right.
You're told that the earth is flat, gravity keeps it down, right? It makes sense. It makes sense, right? I don't have a dog in the fight, right? However, that's what you're told. And then you come out and do some research, and now you say that the earth is flat. You have to be open-minded to think that, because we were all taught that the earth is round.
Right, correct. So we all had the same starting point.
Right. So where is this lack of open-mindedness coming from? I don't understand.
Where's I'm sorry? I thought all apologies, something has to say, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Hold on. You send your agent, your stepmom, and your dad to meet. You didn't meet with them? So what did you learn? I'm just trying to figure out.
This is in reference.
Now, Shannon Sharp is upset because he didn't hear a "I'm sorry" in his apology. This big Hall of Fame tight end, he's humongous to this day.
Right.
Right? But because he didn't hear "I'm sorry," that's a problem. Right? And Stephen A. Smith is going to say something in one of these next clips that I want everybody to understand. And how I feel about what Shannon Sharp is saying is the fact that he agrees that what these people are doing to Kyrie. Now, I'm not going to lie on the brother or bear false witness. The brother has come out and say the stipulations that they're giving to Kyrie is unfair.
Yeah, come.
But you're being a hypocrite, because I'm not saying I'm sorry unless I feel some sort of remorse, or I seen some wrongdoing in something that I did, or it was proven that I did something wrong. The brother shared a documentary, right? All he did was double down on, hey, I don't believe everything in this documentary is true. I wasn't intending to hurt on nobody's feelings,
correct,
or nothing like that. So what am I saying sorry for? You took it a certain type of way.
Right.
That's on you.
Right.
White people are upset every day that we teach this Bible the way we teach it. We teach that we're the 12 tribes of Israel. So because they feel some type of way, are we supposed to apologize? That's on you.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what's heavy is that they keep saying the same words. That leads me to believe what I'm Too Busy said, right? He says sports personalities are told by producers what to say and how to respond. So I feel like before they turn that live camera on, right? The producer's standing there, Shannon Sharp standing there getting the makeup done, Skip standing there getting the makeup done, and the producer's like, "Yo, this is what you're gonna say. We're gonna talk about how he was wrong. We're gonna just, let's not go into this too much. Let's stay on the fact that he was wrong." And I love how they keep saying the word anti-Semitic tropes, right? It's funny how
they keep saying
that same terminology. It don't matter what network you on, they say anti-Semitic tropes, but nobody has pointed out where these anti-Semitic tropes are in the film.
Nobody's seen it.
Nobody's seen the film, but everybody's saying the exact same thing though. So that should let you know right there. That's the programming at hand.
Okay.
Right. And I have to go to something. Right.
Yo, what's up with these people in the chat, man?
Oh, Satan's preacher. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who cares? You won't come on the show anyway and prove that you're a Jew. Right? We actually went into that last week. Go to the class from last week, part 1, right? Same title. And all of those things that we brought out proving that you can't be the Jew, how about you show us that he's the Jew, that you're the Jew, and not him? Show us. Boaz, you said you had something?
Kind of one.
Go ahead.
Just going about like, so I know a couple weeks back on a Sabbath morning brew class, you know, Adawan Aharon brought it out in 2 Maccabees 6 regarding Eleazar, how they tried to compel him to eat swine's flesh, but he ain't do it. So they said we're going to do this a different type of way. And it's kind of like the same way today, how they operate with our people. Like, oh, we ain't going to compel you to do this the way we want you to do it. But look, do it like this under the table so the people can see.
Yeah.
Right. That way they can get that image from you that, you know, we done moved you to do what we like.
Now, I got a question for Satan's preacher Perry and Jews who swing snakes, right? Let me ask you something. Did your people receive reparations or foreign aid or payment for what your people went through in the Holocaust? Do you not receive money to this day? Do you not receive money to this day for the things that went on with your people in the Holocaust from various countries? Matter of fact, forget various countries. You said from Europe, right? you are you going to what I want? Give me the book of Isaiah.
Yep, I'm gonna get it.
Go ahead, get what I want. Right.
And please have him clarify what his position is, because I don't understand. I think he's a troll. He may not even be a Jew. He's just a troll.
Yeah, that's cool. It's still proving the point.
Oh yeah,
he said that. Yeah, he said that Europe gave the so-called Jewish people reparations for the things that happened to them in the Holocaust. Okay.
Yeah. Didn't you just bring out a piece like a couple weeks ago?
We about to get it right now.
Oh, yeah, we're about to get it right now.
Millions of dollars is getting sent over there.
Yeah, Khan.
It ain't just coming from Europe alone.
It's not, but hey, watch this. Go ahead and read that precept, King.
Khan, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
The Bible says the so-called Jews will be a people that are robbed and spoiled. Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes.
And
they are hid in prison houses.
Not concentration camps. What?
Prison houses.
Go ahead.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth. For a spoil, and none saith, restore.
It said these people will be for a prey, and nobody delivers. Now, what's funny is that if that scripture is true and it's about you, you should be for a prey right now. You shouldn't have your own communities. You shouldn't own the World Bank. You shouldn't own a big pharma. You shouldn't own Hollywood. You shouldn't own the music industry. You shouldn't own the Diamond District, right? That was Isaiah 42 and 22. Yeah, I know the scripture sounds silly when it negates what you believe in, right? But the Bible says they are for a prey and none delivers. Read that last part again.
And none saith, restore.
And nobody says, restore. Nobody says, restore these people, right? Now, we went through what reparations went, right? But I'm going to get the definition really quick. I'm going to get the definition really quick of restore.
Salakia, didn't it say they filled the prison houses as well?
Hey, that's right.
Well, hey, he said we're cherry picking. That's cool. Show me a scripture that proves it's you.
and also show me where the beginning of that context is that demonstrates that the way we're using it is improper.
That's right.
But go ahead.
Right? Go ahead, boys. Finish your statement. I'm gonna get this definition.
Oh, Khan, I can read it for you.
Go ahead, read the definition, King.
Khan, it's restore. It says bring back a previous right, practice, custom, or situation. Reinstate. Another one is return someone or something to a former condition, place,
Oh,
or position.
Bingo.
thank you. Go ahead, read that again.
It says return someone or something to a former condition, place, or position.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Okay. The next one says repair or renovate.
Hey,
a
now watch this.
building-
This is funny. Watch this. This is funny. The reason
Alright.
why I pulled this up, there was a church that did a play where a kid was acting like a preacher, and he read a scripture in the Bible and then read the definition of restore. And when he read it, I said, "Yo, this is about to get good, right?" I'm about to use this. So it said repair or renovate. Keep going.
Right.
Don't worry about the other
building,
stuff. Uh-huh.
a building, work of art,
Mhm.
vehicle, etc., so as to return to its original condition.
So to restore something is to return it to its original condition. The original condition of Israel, guess what? Wouldn't have the world's largest LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ community parade.
Hey, that's right.
That's
Hey,
right.
because the law's supposed to go forth from Zion.
Forever.
That's right.
In its original condition, there was no such thing as kosher pig. Y'all got that over there?
Hey, I want to deal with what he said too. He said the Jews are in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me this, right? And notice that your name is Satan's preacher. So we know that you just a demon that want to scoff. We understand this.
That's
Right.
right.
But since your name is Satan's preacher, which we believe you are because you're saying that the Jews are already in Israel. Answer this. The Jews are already in Israel. How many tribes are in Israel right now? And when we go into the Jewish records and we look at the books, most of them say Benjamin, Judah, Levi.
That's it.
They don't say nothing about Ephraim. They don't say nothing about Manasseh, Zebulun, Gad, none of that.
Don't even know who Naphtali is.
They don't even know who these people are, right? But I want to show you a precept that says that something ain't right, right?
Mhm.
Let's get the book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 11. And we're going to start at verse 10, matter of fact.
Hey, this is the book of Salakia.
Hold on, you said Hosea?
Yeah, this is the book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10.
Hey, that's right. So he said the lost tribes. Okay. How can you be in the land? How can Jews be in the land right now if they're still lost tribes? But we're going to read this. Go ahead.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Hey, that's gonna be the first cut because the so-called Jewish population is less than 1% of the world population.
Ooh.
And the fertility rates is mad low. Keep
OD.
going.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
Hey, strike two. Where was it said to y'all that you're not the people of God? If anybody even try to say that, it's game over for them. So where was it said that you're not the people of God? Strike two.
This is about to be a cut.
That's right. Number 11. Let's do it.
Verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah,
okay,
northern
Benjamin,
kingdom,
Judah, Levi,
southern kingdom, excuse me,
yeah,
and the children of Israel,
northern
kingdom,
the northern kingdom, come on,
be gathered together.
Okay, come on,
and appoint themselves one head.
So where your one head at, right? Come on.
And they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Yo, that's strike number 3. Last time I checked, you only get 3. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's strike number 3. How y'all in the land and you don't have the northern and the southern kingdom?
And see, it's easy for you to say this. It's confusing for you. It's not your book. Well, it's not confusing for all the other 81 people on this live. It's not confusing for them.
Hey, that's
right. It's confusing for you. It's not confusing for them. Right.
Hey, that's right. Hey, look what he said. Look what I'm too busy said too. Right? Because look, he's pointing out that some Jews, now let's keep in mind that you're saying you're back in the land of Israel. and you got a whole pagan temple on the Temple Mount right now.
Mm.
You can't even just walk up there if you want to. You can't just go up there and go into that mosque, right? It's certain spots in Jerusalem that you can't, or not Jerusalem, but in the land of Israel that you don't control. Some of those spots are designated to the Palestinians.
Mm.
So you're in a land that you don't even fully own. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Mm. And ain't the Palestinians fighting y'all? Right?
Hey, that's a fact.
Now watch this. In fact, you're not allowed in. Well, guess what? Our elder from the tribe of Benjamin
That's right.
was just
Was
in
just there.
Jerusalem.
With just boots on ground. What are you talking about?
We could call him right this second if he was to pick up. He might still be there, matter of fact. Right? Now watch this. Right? Give me the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37. Let's start from verse 15. Right?
Slice.
This, see, y'all think y'all can claim to be somebody without meeting the criteria. Everything that was prophesied has to come to pass for you to be these people. We don't have to go to Deuteronomy 28 to show that y'all are not the people. We know y'all don't fit none of them curses.
Hey, that's right.
We know that for a fact. Right?
That man said we Cushites.
And you think we really gonna believe what you tell us when you are the synagogue of Satan? Of course, you're Satan's preacher.
Right.
You're the synagogue of Satan. You're the chief house of Satan.
And whoever this person is, they're not even a believer in the actual Tanakh itself, because Satan means adversary.
Right.
Watch this. Watch this. He said you don't fit them at all. I'll go there. Deuteronomy 28:68. Let's see.
Yeah, that's
He
right.
said at all. That means none of them from 15 to 68. None of them. Let's just see if we fit one.
That's
Give me
right.
Deuteronomy 28:68. Go ahead. Whoever got it. Boys, get that.
Okay.
Right?
It's the book
Let's
of
see if we
Deuteronomy.
fit one.
This is the book of
That's right.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Did the Jews or the Israelites, because y'all don't call yourself Israelites, y'all only claim one tribe, one part of the kingdom, right? Did they go back into Egypt again? No. But in Egypt, we were slaves.
That's right.
They will go back into slavery with what?
With ships.
You're an idiot for what you just said. You're an idiot. Go ahead, keep going.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So the Bible says these people will go into slavery with ships. Y'all went on the back of Ford trucks and Amtrak trains. That's when y'all went into concentration camps on.
Slakia. And it said
Y'all
they
ain't going on no
gonna
damn ship.
Right.
Go ahead, King.
And it said that you ain't going to see something again, talking about your homeland.
You will never see your homeland.
But what y'all doing over in Israel?
But watch this. When you do see your homeland, there is a stipulation. There's a way that it happens. That's in Isaiah 14. We can go there too.
Hey, that's right.
But you will get to slavery on ships. You will never see your homeland again. Go ahead.
Right. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
You will be sold to your enemies. Go ahead.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
For slave men and slave women. You will get out of the ship, off the ships, and be sold for slave men and slave women.
Right.
Go ahead.
Con. And no man shall buy you.
That's Hebrew slang for nobody will redeem you.
Right.
Right? There was a thing where you will be called a slave or a servant to somebody that you owed money to, and somebody can come pay your debt and redeem you out of that servitude.
Hey.
Nobody will redeem you. Show me where your people, since we don't read it. We don't fit it. Show me where one people, right, or one of your people got off a slave ship into damn Germany.
Hey, and Salakia, he keeps saying that he keeps saying no one will buy you, right? Boaz, read that one more time. Read it from the beginning one more. We're gonna do this real simple because there's some slow ones in the back. Go ahead.
Yeah, we gotta do it slow, man.
Read it slow.
Yeah, Khan, go ahead.
Kind out of line. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter
Just
28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships,
Come on.
by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Come on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
You shall be what?
Sold unto your enemies.
Okay.
For
So
bondmen.
right. So let's break that. Let's break that notion down where it says, and no man shall buy you. Right. The word buy in Hebrew is quanah. We don't need to look it up. We already did the breakdown. He talking about we don't know the Hebrew.
Where you at? You on Blue Letter?
I'm not on nothing. I just know that the word buy is quanah. Because he playing with us like this how they like to do. They like to throw it around like they the only ones who know what time it is. Right. But yeah, you can bring that up. Deuteronomy
I'm about
28,
to right
68.
now.
The word buy is quanah.
Cause he definitely said y'all don't know how to read Hebrew and all this. Okay.
We're gonna see, because guess what? The word quanah is used in the Bible as redeem, which is what we say it means. Right?
Let me pull it up.
We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna walk through it, because you got to think about it like this, right? And even check this out too. Let's say that Deuteronomy 28:68 is in fact saying that nobody will buy you. I wanna just run with that real fast.
Yes, please.
What does the entire context of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15 on down, what is it going into? It's going into your enemies coming in and taking you captive.
Stupid.
So now that's very dumb to say that no man will buy you when the whole chapter is teaching that your enemies will come and take you captive.
Hey, let me ask you something. When you bought your Mitri, was it not sold?
Correct. It had to be sold from somewhere for
No,
you to
was
buy
it?
it.
No, was it? No, was it? You bought it, but it wasn't sold. Like how? Stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, and once again, we can walk through this slow. Like, yo, we willing to walk through this. But Deuteronomy chapter 28, Boaz, jump to 54 real quick.
Verse 54.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna show you quanah. We're gonna look at quanah too, right? But go ahead.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Oh, my fault. 64. Salakia, my fault.
Oh, Slakia. Verse
Yeah, jump to
64.
64.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other.
Okay, and how did that happen, right? How did that happen in the context of the Bible? Well, we know that Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, came and carried the children of Israel away against their own will, right? Against their will. They was carried away into captivity. Then we had the Assyrians. They carried away the northern kingdom against their own will. So what you're doing is you're gaslighting and you're trying to make it seem like we don't know what time it is, but you're not getting away with that.
Hey, yo, Salakia,
right?
This dude is an idiot.
Yo, he don't understand how stupid he is being right
now. And the Lord will bring you back into Egypt.
Let's do it.
In ships. First of all, it didn't say back into Egypt. It said he will bring you into Egypt with ships, right? Through the way which I had said unto you, you will never see it again. And there you shall be sold. You will seek to be sold to your enemies for slaves.
Hold on. I want to ask, before you say anything, I want to ask, what version are you using? Because the verb you will be sold to your enemies is actually a heat reflexive. A heat reflexive is the type of Hebrew verb that a person would do unto themselves. So it says you will sell yourselves, right? So a lot of advanced scholars and scoffers will try to say, see, you weren't sold to your enemies, you sold yourself. But let's get a precept. Isaiah 52:3. Let me show you something. Because this guy don't even know. Instead of him being intelligible, right, and speaking to the people that he's dealing with as if they are intelligent, he's coming to us as if we're unintelligent, right? As if we're stupid and we're ignorant of certain matters. So we're going to show you something. Now, he said the Tanakh. The Tanakh is written in Hebrew. We asked him, what translation of the Tanakh are you putting on the screen? Right? That's what we asking you. Now, go ahead, read that real quick.
This is the book
Isaiah
of
52
chapter,
and 3. We're going to show you what time it is. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 3. For thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught.
And guess what? When you go in and look at the term there, I believe it's Wahid Makartim. If you're looking at the Masoretic text, right? Wahid Makartim. Makar is the term that we're dealing with, and Wahid it would demonstrate that that's a heat pael reflexive, which is why it's translated as "you will sell yourself." So read that verse one more time.
For thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught.
You see that? Because in the scriptures, the concept of selling yourself has to do with the same concept that Joshua taught in Joshua chapter 24 and verse 15, where he said, choose this day who you will serve. Because if you don't choose the Lord, you're selling yourself, right? It's very simple. Read the rest of that.
And ye shall be redeemed without money.
That's what we talking about. You see how the concept of selling yourself and the concept of not being redeemed is paired together, because that's exactly what Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68 is talking about. It's saying you will sell yourself and you will not be redeemed. That's what it's dealing with. That's a perfect precept.
And watch this. Every time, this is what these devils do.
Right.
As soon as you get into that scholarship, see ya, Jimmy Neutron got a blast. Meet me.
Hey, that's right. That's right, man.
Gotta be out, man. Gotta be out. And I was just about to hit you with a link, man, because I knew you weren't gonna come up here with no type of scholarship, right?
That man probably get on here with green hair. You know, they be weird too.
Some of everything, yeah. Some of everything, right? Just another scoffer that don't know what in the world they're talking about, right? Anyway, now that we got that out the way.
Yeah, hey, my fault. We do have the word quana on the screen.
Let's get that.
So let me just show you real quick, right? So this is the word quana. This verb was used in the text of Deuteronomy 28:68. Now scroll up so we can see the usages. Or down. All right, right there. So when you see it, you see these are all the usages of that word. And the reason that the usages change so much because the Hebrew conjugates its verbs so much. So one verb can be used like 9 to 10 different ways, depending on the context it's in, depending on how the verb is conjugated in the sentence, right? Now, if we go to the book of Psalms, and you'll see it on the right-hand side. I'll let y'all do that on your own time. We're not going to do that. But where it says redeemed in that list, it says acquired. And then if you go all the way down, it says redeemed. So that shows you that the word quana can mean redeemed. It doesn't matter what Vocab Malone tried to say. It doesn't matter what Satan's preacher. Why would you listen to Satan's preacher anyway? Right. But it doesn't matter what these people say. The word can be used to mean redeem. And it was used to mean redeem. And when you go to the book of Psalms, you'll see that. All right. I believe it's chapter 50 or something like that they quote. But you can see that when you click on it on your own time.
There we go. Right? Now, do I want to get that? I do. We got to get, because now we're going to teach you. Hey, listen, we're just going to get a couple of scriptures how you could deal with these people quickly. Because I wanted to touch on him saying no more black Hebrew Israelite. I was going to hit him with the same Exodus 4 and 6. Explain that.
Hey, that's right.
Because was not the Israelites black? What is the magic trick of putting your hand in your bosom if you're already white and it coming out white? I don't understand.
And that's racism to come to a group of black people and say y'all are Cushites.
Right. We can't have an identity.
He didn't even say we was Hamites. He don't know where we came from. He said we Cushites. He specifically grabbed a group of people and said y'all are Cushites.
And what's bad about it, that's what the church teach.
Right.
So I wonder where they got their doctrine from. Right? Give me that in Ezekiel 37. Let's start at verse 15 real quick. They got to answer this. If the real Jews are in the land right now, they have to answer this. Because and this is letting me backing up to the point the brother Jonathan brought out. Y'all only claim to be Jews.
Right.
None of y'all claim to be Israelites. Right? Jews are people who lived in the land of Judea, the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Right? None of y'all claim to be Israelites. Y'all only claim to be Jews. And y'all call yourselves Israeli. Right? Now, you want to answer that question at the bottom while we, before we get this precept?
Yeah, we can answer that. We can answer that real fast. One precept.
That's real easy.
All right. Let me. What's your name? So it says Francisca Taylor.
Khan.
All right, Khan. So I'm gonna go down to the book of Genesis, chapter 10, right? And so we're gonna start at verse 1. It says, "Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah: Shem, Ham, and Japheth." Right, and unto them were sons born after the flood. So the people that are populated on the planet Earth come from one of these three lines of people, right? Shem, Ham, or Japheth. And let's jump down to verse 6. And the sons of Ham is Cush, Mitzrayim, Put, and Canaan. And Christian scholars try to say that that's all black people, right? But we know better. So that's the basis of your question. That's a Cushite is somebody who comes from the lineage of Ham. All right.
Now, let me backing off the point that the brother Jonathan brought out. Right? Y'all don't call yourselves Israelites. Y'all call yourselves Jews. You only go by Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Right? Y'all don't call yourself Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Issachar, Ephraim. Y'all don't call yourself none of that. Y'all don't even call yourselves Dan. Y'all don't call yourself none of that. Right? Now, there's another stipulation on when we are to know that the true Jews are in the land, because some things are going to happen. Right? Some things are going to happen. This is you can land me back off of Hosea. What was it? Hosea 1 and starting at verse 10 on down.
Yep.
Let me get that, Boaz. Go ahead and get Ezekiel 37 and 15.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 15. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
Now, this is talking about northern and southern kingdom. All right, go ahead.
Okay. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand.
They're going to come back together. Northern kingdom was separated. They're going to come back together and be one kingdom again, right? No more split. Go ahead.
Okay. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not shew us what thou meanest by these?
Go ahead.
Say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take thee, I will take thee the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand.
Go ahead.
And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land.
We'll do what?
Bring them into their own land.
That's right. That's a cut.
Read.
And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel.
Stop. Read that again.
And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel.
He said he will make them one nation in the land.
land. That's right.
Bro. Come on, man.
That's right.
You can finish that out, King. Go ahead, finish it out, man.
And one king shall be king to them all.
Go ahead.
And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all.
Bro. What are we talking about here?
Boy.
What are we talking about? This is Isaiah 14:1, and I'll drop it after that.
Hey, and it should be noted too that Ezekiel was prophesying this from the land of Babylon after the northern kingdom had already been kicked out of the land.
Right.
Come on, man.
That should be noted.
So what Jonathan brought out is a cut, because how are you the people when northern and southern kingdom ain't in there together? You don't claim to. None of y'all claim to be northern kingdom. And then what's funny is when the Israelites started using that as a talking point, y'all brought in a whole bunch of Chinese people and said, "Oh, this is the lost, the other tribes that were lost." Come on, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, read that, man.
And it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
Stop. When you are set in your own land, strangers are going to come with you. He just said, "Oh, everybody else isn't allowed." So who's the strangers, idiot?
Yeah, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Who's the stranger? Read.
Time. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Go ahead.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Hold on, time, stop. Wait. Where's your slaves at? You are in the land. This has already happened. Stupid.
Hey, that's right.
Where
they at, though?
Where they at? I just need to know. Go ahead.
Kind. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Uh-huh.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Hold on. Where's Adolf for them? Where's Adolf and them? Where they at?
Hey, that's right, man.
Where they at?
And you know what's funny is a lot of those Nazis, they got off and came to America and finished living the rest of their life, man. After the war. So that's a super cut.
Nobody say, "Golly."
Not only did your captors, because that's the only captivity that we really know about, right? For them.
That's the only one I know of.
That's the only one we know about. So I mean, unless you got another one under your sleeve somewhere. Right? Kind of go ahead.
And they be rocking Adidas.
Yeah, facts. They started the company. Matter of fact, I found out this week they started Puma too.
Yep.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Hey, where they at? There should be a whole bunch of German people Schmugenheimen, Schugenbergen in the kingdom. Where he at?
Yeah, they should. Yo, that place should be built up. That place should be built up right now. But you know what's really going on? They fighting off the Palestinians. Right? They can't get the Palestinians off their back over there. They got Iran pointing missiles at them. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about?
God.
Right? I don't understand this. I don't. Oh, it's partly fulfilled. Yo.
Yeah, that's what they'll say. That's what they'll say.
Hey, I don't even know how I would respond to that, because that sounds so stupid. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Hey,
like, come on.
He was talking about brothers cherry picking scriptures, but he cherry picked that Zephaniah 3:9. He ain't even read verse 8.
Let's do it. Hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
He didn't even touch verse 8. I had to look it up because I was like, he said, y'all ain't trying to touch the scriptures. Like, what do you mean? You think we scared?
Yeah.
Oh, yo, Kevin Judah just gave us a cut, and I'm gonna read it after this.
Con,
You got it, Adawan?
yeah, Con, I got you right here. All right, this is the book of, you want me to start at 8?
Read from
All
verse
right,
8.
Con. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3 and 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
When did that happen?
That has not happened.
Wow.
I'm confounded. Like,
And
whoa.
he jumped to verse 9, but you missed that.
Yo, that's a cut.
That's a whole cherry pick.
Yo, that's a cut, and it's another cut coming too. Let's read it.
Oh,
For then will I turn to my people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent. Now, this is the cut, right?
I know where you're going. I think I do.
He said, for then will I turn to my people a pure language.
Mm-hmm.
Now ask me this. How long them so-called Jewish people say that they've been speaking Hebrew? Because guess what? The Babylonian Talmud goes back to like who knows how long.
Way back.
So you're saying that you've been speaking Hebrew the whole time, but the scripture said the Lord is going to turn to you a pure language.
Hey, watch this. I got another one because I thought you was going here.
Okay,
Read that again. Read that part again and watch. Watch this.
Verse 9.
Hey, this has turned from Kyrie and them to picking on these people and they dumb doctrine. Go ahead.
Yeah, fact. It's too easy. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may call upon the name of the Lord.
They will do what?
Call upon the name of the Lord. Ooh, he about to cut you.
Why y'all call him Hashem?
Oh, man. I seen it.
Why y'all call him Hashem?
Hey, I don't want to just did a class on this.
What's going on?
Facts.
What's happening? What's happening? Let's get the cut from the brother Kevin Judah. Boaz, read Ezekiel 47. Let's start at verse 22. Yo, come on. This is too easy, bro.
Hey, that's right, man.
This is Mike Tyson fighting. This is Tank fighting Ryan Garcia. I said it. Go ahead. I said
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 47 and verse 22. And it shall come to pass that ye shall divide it by lot for an inheritance unto you, and to the strangers that should.
We already said it ain't no strangers that did what?
And to the strangers that sojourn among you.
Watch this.
Which shall begat children among you.
So not only is they supposed to be strangers in the land, they're going to have children. They're going to be stranger children running around who cleave themselves unto you. Go ahead.
And they shall be unto you as born in the country among the children of Israel. They shall have inheritance with you among the tribes of Israel. And it shall come to pass that in what tribe the stranger sojourneth, there shall ye give him his inheritance, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Where has this happened? Where has this happened? Somebody let me know. You brought in a stranger that had children and you gave them an inheritance in the land. Where has this happened?
Yo, they finished, man.
It's about time for Esau to be cooked then, huh? Since that already happened. Like what? Oh, you can't. That can't happen because you're not the Jew. Come on, man. All right. Anybody got anything else before we? Anybody got anything in the chat? It don't matter. You got anything?
Hey,
else?
I want to read verse 24 as well, since we right here.
Let's read it. On what?
Right. Well, we in 37, right? Ezekiel 37.
That was 47, but yeah,
47. Yeah, go to 37 and 24.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 24, and it reads.
Now remember, this is right after the context of what Judah was reading earlier.
Right? And it says, and David, my servant, shall be king over them, and they shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments and serve my statutes and do them.
We know better than to believe they doing this. We know better than to believe they doing this, right? The world's biggest gay parade, idolatry all throughout the land, right? Yo, this is a cut too. So we was dealing with the matrilineal descent last week and how they believe that it's matrilineal descent. How about they have a law of return to where if you have a grandparent that's from Israel, then you're supposed to be able to make aliyah and move into Israel, right? They will go off of your grandfather's side and let you come to Israel, but they go off of matrilineal. Yeah, I'm just confused dealing with these people, man.
Very
I think they're making up stuff.
Now watch this. I'm going to get something. Trey Lindsay, right? I think he's throwing brothers an alley-oop so we can slam it. Because he said, what? And you understand, what are the Palestinians' role with Israel? Are they cool?
Nah, they're not cool.
They're not cool.
They're not cool, man.
Well, let's get this precept real quick.
And you know what? I would go further. They're not even serving Israel.
Exactly. That's another one. Let's go to the precept that the brother Holy Yasha'Allah brought out earlier. The book of Isaiah, I believe it's chapter 2 and verse 4, I believe.
2 and 4.
I think it's 2 and 4. Let me go.
Yeah.
Because how is this happening? How is this happening? Yes, Shaquad, don't be a hater. Yeah, how is this happening? Right? Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Is that happening between the Palestinians and Israel, brother?
No. It's not happening.
Come on, man. Come on.
It probably never happened between those two groups of people.
Right. And I knew that's what you was doing. I knew you was throwing brothers alley-oop because, yo, come on. Right? But, of course, the wicked flee with no man pursue. They weren't going to be here to answer none of those questions, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Shaquad. Yeah, we coming for y'all. All right. All right, so let's get back into it. Unless somebody else got something else, man. We already an hour and 4 minutes in, so
hey, man, you know that man got ghosts, man.
He had to get up out of here, man. He had to get up out of here. Anybody got anything else before we move on?
Nah, Khan. Hey, if you're just not joining the stream, like and share the video. We were just getting in on the so-called Jewish man. The devil himself was in the chat, so we had to deal with him. All right.
Hey, man. All praise to the Lord, man. All praise to the Most High, man. You supposed to stand and defend, man, not run. We live. You in the comments, yo.
Right.
We get confounded by one of y'all. Somebody could just splice this, and them brothers at SOT don't know what they're talking about. They just got confounded by a Jewish man. Right? We got to stand boldly, man. Y'all can't be the people.
That's right.
Y'all can't be the people, man. All right. Let's see. Is this what I want? Yeah, let's get some hypocrisy, right? Leo Davidson, I'm not sure what you was trying to say right there.
I think he was trying to say no man will teach us about the Father in the last days.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All
Hebrews.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so let's get some more hypocrisy, man. This brother right here.
Oh my goodness. Look at his face.
All right. I think he's jealous of Kyrie because they just got on him. They were showing JJ Redick's points per game in college, and his points per game. JJ Redick had like 26 points per game. He had 1.9. He was on there looking sick. I think he's jealous of Kyrie or something because I don't know what it is. But this brother right here, he had a lot to say about Kyrie. I'm gonna let it come out of his own mouth. I'm gonna let him say it, right? Let's go.
Never give him a long-term contract again. He cannot be trusted. I'm going to be calm when I say this, Keith. We are witnessing one of the most delusional athletes in American history. he's low.
Do you think that Kyrie is worth all of this drama?
No, he's not. He's not worth it at all. A matter of fact, let me say this straight up and down. I think Kyrie Irving should retire. I think he should announce his retirement today.
The video you're about to watch himself.
Hey man, so let's see what the brother had to say. I want to skip all the banter and all the talk. All right, let's get into it.
Based on his tweet promoting an anti-Semitic film and then his reaction afterwards. So the Nets also have laid out a 6-step path for him to return to playing. Those steps have raised some eyebrows among other players around the league, and the Players Union is considering an appeal. NBA PA Vice President Jaylen Brown telling the Boston Globe on Monday. Brown is quoted as saying, "I'm expecting the NBPA to appeal the suspension from Brooklyn, the terms, etc., that went into his return, the terms for his return. They seem like a lot, and a lot of players express discomfort with those terms." Okay.
Now let's find out what the terms are, right? Let's find out what the terms are that Kyrie must do before he could be reinstated to play basketball, right? It says the Nets have delivered Kyrie Irving 6 items he must complete to return to the team. He has to apologize and condemn the movie. That's red flag number one. You're making this man condemn a movie that he may agree with.
Right.
Right? He has to condemn the movie. A $500,000 donation to anti-hate causes. Sensitivity training. Must meet with the Anti-Defamation League and Jewish leaders.
Now I'm interested into why that line is there. Like, I wonder why I have to meet with your leaders to prove to the NBA that I'm not anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Right? So he has to meet with the Jewish leaders, and he has to meet with Joe Tsai, whatever you say his name, to demonstrate understanding. Right? Now, watch this. I want to know. Right? I want to know, where was the sensitivity training? All right, where was the sensitivity training and the donating of money and all of these things when this happened? Excuse the language.
I'd love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, "Get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired."
This is the same dude who said 2 Corinthians. But anyway.
Yo, that dude is what you about to bring out is crazy, because look, we don't have no leaders for him to meet with. Right? Sakor said, or Kevon said in the chat, he said, "Did the Clippers owner meet with our leaders?" What leaders? Damn Steve Harvey, damn Herschel Walker, and who else? Right?
Damn Ben Carson.
And Ben Carson. Like, who are leaders gonna be? And that's a part of the problem. Like, at least the so-called Jewish man got a group of leaders, right? Which further demonstrates that he's not in captivity, because he's able to keep at least that much of his culture intact. So that's crazy.
Where was the sensitivity training for the students of Montreal College when they did this?
We'd seen the person in blackface, but hadn't even realized it was blackface because it was so intense and convincing.
We know it's not you, it's only
In full blackface, a Dawson College professional theater student was caught in the act.
We want everyone to know that this is not right.
I'm Cora McDonald in Montreal, where Dawson College is currently under fire for an alleged racist incident involving blackface.
They must have alleged.
Yeah, everything's alleged, right? We saw him with the paint on his face.
We see him in the blackface right now.
Right? But Kyrie must apologize and condemn a movie, a documentary. Because I'm sorry. You had a dude who did a documentary on McDonald's. called Super Size Me.
Mm.
You had a dude who did a documentary called Vaxxed, even though it was a lot of whistleblowing in there. They didn't even call that a movie. He did a lot, bro. He did a lot of whistleblowing about Big Pharma in that documentary.
Uh-huh.
Right? One of the biggest fast food restaurant chains in the world, the biggest in the world, did a documentary on the harm that it can do to your body. They didn't call that a movie. But they call a documentary that a man put years of effort, time, expertise, and studying, and they called it a movie. Let me tell you something. These people don't say things by accident.
No, that's right.
It's clearly a documentary. Right? It's clearly a documentary because documentaries are educational. 9 times out of 10, backed by some type of research or history.
Mm-hmm.
They call it a movie. Right? Kyrie has to donate $500,000 to anti-hate causes, sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training. Where was $500,000 donated to a so-called African American nonprofit that did whatever for inner city kids?
Right.
Right? What was the sensitivity training? What was the anti-Semitic training? Right? When did they have to meet with our true leaders? Right? When did that happen? Right? But Kyrie got to do all this. Right? Go ahead, King.
Hey, you got that video I sent you on the anti-Semitic?
Let's see which one. Let me see.
It's
I got you. Hold on. You got two on. We got.
They say it's a trick.
Yeah. I do.
Since we on the line of anti-Semitic, or you got something that you trying to go into first?
We gonna let's finish. Let's finish this right here because I want to show his hypocrisy real quick. But that's a good. We'll go into that. Right?
Hey, yo, Sakor, look what Sakor said. He said we'd be rich if every time we were slighted racially, somebody had to cough up $500K. And
right.
Look, yo, check this out. Do you not realize that the streets you walk on are named after your slave owners?
Mm.
Right.
The statues in front of your state building, the statues downtown.
We have a whole city in Virginia called Lynchburg.
Correct. You got the Neuse River.
Right.
Right. You got all these things that, the so-called Jewish man will say, well, when we see now check this out. This is what they're saying. When we see these things, they remind us of Nazi Germany, and therefore we are afraid that these things may come true again. But I gotta live every day in the exact same land where my people was killed and go to the same job ran by the grandson of the guy who killed my granddad. Do you see what I'm saying? And then gotta work at the company named after the guy. Yo, this is madness. We have to find a way. We must find a way to keep the pressure on them, man. We have
now
to.
Watch this. Now you said something cold right here. They said that they're afraid that certain things are going to happen when this stuff comes out, right? This movie was called Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America. It was talking to black people. It wasn't talking to everybody. It wasn't talking to Germans.
Correct.
It was talking to black people. What army do black people have?
Right.
Adolf Hitler was a German dictator who had control over their military. And their military is the ones who took y'all people and put them in the concentration camps and burnt them up in showers and all this different stuff like that.
Gas chambers, all that.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? You mean to tell me, come on, like, stop the cap. You're scared that black people are going to do to you again what happened to y'all in Germany when this is not even our land.
Correct.
We have no power over the police. We have no power over the government. We have no power over the military. You think we're going to do it?
Right.
Stop the cap. You scared that somebody's going to wake up and find out that surely your fathers have inherited lies.
That's right.
Stop the cap, right? Let's keep going.
Okay. Tim, good morning. Thank you for being with us. I'll get to you
Good
in
morning.
just a second. Stephen A., your thoughts on this potential appeal?
I 1000% agree with Jaylen Brown. I stand with him. And I know that's saying a lot because we know how critical I can be and have been of Kyrie Irving. But this is excessive. The fact of the matter is that right now you're engaging in emasculation based on the reports about how the Nets have a checklist of things that they need Kyrie Irving to do. Okay, now be clear, Tim Legler. He brought it on himself.
Let's for real. Let's see. Let's check the temperature change, right?
Yeah, for real.
Cause Twitter. This was trending. Excuse me. IG, Facebook, what have you, and black people weren't having it.
Yeah,
black
that's
people
right.
weren't having it. They wasn't falling for the okie doke this time, and now the daggone NBA commissioner standing with Kyrie, the owner of the Nets standing with Kyrie, this dude standing with Kyrie. Are you serious? I just had to point that out, man.
I'm fully knowledgeable about that. Him putting out a tweet, supporting a film with anti-Semitic tropes.
There go that word again.
Hey, you hear that? Yep.
Stuff like that was inexcusable. It was insensitive. It was juvenile. It was stupid. Okay. And the kind of heat that he's brought upon himself thus far is self-inflicted and largely, if not entirely, of his own volition. So he deserves it. But now you're going a step too far. Okay. The man apologized. All right. He's been suspended. And that now you as an organization have to make it. Do you want him on your team? Do you keep him on the rest of the year? Or you can let him go while making him sit home and you have to pay him unless you trade him. It's that simple. But to sit up there and to have these lists of conditions that he has to do, I think what you're trying to do is elevate the level of embarrassment that is being thrown in his direction and, dare I say, emasculate him, which is why Jaylen Brown has spoken up, which is why black people are going to raise holy hell about that, and which is why I'm going to be one of those folks leading the chorus to raise holy hell about that.
Now, you was the one calling for him to be suspended, and now you mad because they have stipulations for him to come back from the suspension that you say he need to be on.
Yeah.
What did
And you said don't sign him to a long-term contract. That was the craziest thing I ever heard right there.
Now he gonna say something dumb. He gonna say something even stupider because he has to bridge the gap. He has to keep black people from being on him. Because the brother went to Winston-Salem State, right? He went to HBCU. He probably cannot go to homecoming next year.
So,
hey,
Slakia.
Go ahead.
I got precept out of one.
Bring the precept out, man.
I'd bring this as Wisdom of Solomon 2:17. Want me to read it?
Yeah, read it, King.
Yeah, come on, you got it.
It says, "Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him." This is like the heathen nation. Sitting back here talking about Israel. What Wisdom of Solomon kicking, right? Verse 18, it says, "For if the just man be the son of God, he will help him." They like, so we gonna do this to you, and if you are the son of God, then he gonna help you, right?
That's right.
And it says, and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Then they say, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture. Right?
So you saying basically they doing the same thing to Kyrie.
Like,
no, that's
man.
exactly, yeah, that's the game
That's
plan.
exactly
That's
what they
beautiful.
doing. Come on, man. Like you trying to emasculate the man, right?
Right. Correct.
You sitting back here coming at him with all these different type of stipulations that he got to do. He got to pay $500,000. He got to pay $500,000. He got to go to a anti-Semitic school, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
So y'all could teach him about that. What?
Right.
Right.
Right. But you don't have to go to a HBC. No, you don't have to visit the projects to see the plight of black people and how people grow up You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get sensitivity training to that. You don't have to go to a African American museum to see how your people treated black people. You know what I'm saying? It's to show why you don't need to be in blackface. You don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You don't have to watch the old documentaries about the theater from China where Chinese people was doing blackface and that was comedy over there. You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. And this dude's confused. That's why he has one eye open and one eye closed.
Yeah, and that's a metaphor for his entire life, man.
That
And
picture right here.
Yeah, that picture right there is a metaphor for how this brother's acting, man. Because, and I believe his eyes never open. I believe really what's happening is when he hears Black America speak out, right? So-called Black America, and there's actually white people that's speaking out about this too.
Fact.
But when they hear Black people and white people speak out about this and say, "Yo, y'all going too far," now he's sitting back and saying, "Okay, I gotta play this careful because if not, I'm gonna lose my fan base."
Mm-hmm.
Right. And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. This ain't nothing new. There's no new thing under the sun. These people claim they're not puppets. They have their own mind. You know, this, that, and the third. But as soon as they say something that Esau don't like,
oh yeah,
as soon as the commercial break ends, this happens.
I'm Jalen Rose, and I would like to apologize for a comment I made earlier on NBA Countdown. I questioned why a woman's name who had an alleged affair with Celtics head coach Ime Udoka was not made public. After an internal investigation, and it was discovered that she was a subordinate to the head coach,
Yo, you can see there wasn't even a comment there. He's reading something.
Yeah, he reading.
There are puppet masters, man. Look at this dude, man. A suit with the button all the way to the neck, no tie. You can't make this up.
understand fully why her name should not be released to the public. Now back to our NBA coverage.
Now watch this. When the media is very careful and they care about what message is being sent to the people, they do things like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to highlight this. Everybody Google this. I'm gonna type it in the chat real fast, right? And we ain't even gonna deal with it, but y'all Google this. Hold on.
If you on the live, Google that.
Yeah. Hey, look, you ain't never heard of this before. Right? Because but look at look at the notes that is given, right? Look at this. Italian American League to Combat Defamation. They were created in 1961 after the media and ABC specifically had a TV show called The Untouchables. This TV show portrayed Italian Americans as gangsters and mob bosses. And they would go through like all the classic stories of Al Capone, all these other people, right? Well, this group got together and came up with I'm not making this up, a 3-point plan that ABC had to fulfill they had to check these 3 boxes. And these people were basically set up just to protect the character and the image of the Italian American. Now, fast forward to today, you got the ADL, and they're created solely for the purpose of protecting the image of the so-called Jewish community. Right? But you don't have nobody who does that for you. You don't have nobody who does that for you. And we can't even stand together long enough to get on each other's side to build it.
Right. That's right. Right. And this is going to lead me into this. And we're going to get into what Boaz wanted to get into before we shut it down. Right. You have nobody to speak on your behalf because you have niggas like this. This nigga gets on my Salaki. This nigga gets on my nerves, bro.
Oh, man.
For the coonery that's about to happen in front of your face.
Straight buffoonery.
Listen closely to what he says. Because I think he's trying to go over black people's head, but he's actually saying something to white people.
Right.
Watch this.
You see Kyrie Irving kind of, being reprimanded. People are calling it a lashing. What are your thoughts on this? It's kind of an ongoing
I think that we need to really be careful that those of us that have fought racism in the black community, that we cannot in any way, even inadvertently, normalize being bigots against others. And I think that, I've not said anything other than we've got to be consistent. And if people say things wrong, they need to be held to the same account that we hold when people say things wrong about us. And as far as, some of them getting angry that some of us are saying we shouldn't say that, they'll have to get angry. We fight against bigotry of all forms, and bigotry cannot be normalized, and victims cannot say that they're going to victimize others.
Right. Now, do you think that Kyrie is going to make a return? Or do you
I don't
think
know.
this could be-
I don't know about I know there's talks with Kyrie, and we're monitoring to see. I haven't taken a position on that. I'm going to wait and see.
Right.
Hey, bro. He said we fight against all bigotry. We can't even have something that's just for ourselves. Put that back on the screen. So, like, I'm putting that back on the screen. I'm putting this back on the screen. Where it go? I don't miss it. Explain this again, Jonathan.
Right. That's a group of people that came together to protect the image of Italian Americans.
Where's ours at?
Right.
And where in that did they say we fight against all defamation?
Mm.
Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. And nobody else do that. Our people go so hard to protect every other community, and we go 5 times harder. Brother would kill me to save the Jewish man, right? But then when Brett Favre or somebody like that, or let's go back to Botham Jean. Jean, the girl kicking his the guy's door, shoot him, say, "Oh, I was at the wrong house," and we giving her a damn hug.
Yeah.
We don't never have this type of energy for nobody else. But then when our people mess up, you got the damn same. It's like the media go find him and pull him out. They got him on a shelf. He just sit there like this all day. And then they go find him, right? And they activate him. And he wake up.
He wake up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He wake up and then he say what he gotta say. Like, and they put him back in the shelf. Because you don't never see the brother fighting for nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, every black person funeral that die. And that's it. When somebody die, he show up.
Man, I hate speaking about our elders like this, but it's sad, bro. Like,
he was saying
I don't see no other community doing this.
No other community, man. No other. And look, the judge too, because he was the judge, because she gave her a Bible.
Right.
Blueface just went and got arrested for attempted murder. He just shot at somebody. I bet the judge don't give him no Bible.
Nah, you
bailiff ain't gonna be rubbing his back like the bailiff was doing in that case. Come on, man. We go out of our way just for these people to love us, dog. And they will never happen. Now, go ahead, King.
You know that not too long after Amber Geiger was in there, they was writing to basically get her time shortened.
See?
And who was that? The family?
Nah, it was her. She was trying to get her time shortened, and it like you only got 10 years.
Yeah.
You're only gonna do 5.
A brother killed a police dog. He got 40 something.
Right. And you talking about a dog that done bit your arm and won't let go. Right. I know what you mean.
Hey, man. This is 2018. She got like another year. She's gonna be back on the street.
Yo, you know what? I just thought of something. They should not even be allowed to use police dogs on us.
No, not at all.
Not after the history of us and police dog. You know what? That triggers me and that brings me back to a hard time. And I don't want to relive that. And it's traumatizing. And I'm afraid.
The dog should go to civil rights sensitivity training.
Correct. And he's stupid. And They shouldn't even be able to drive the same color fire truck in my neighborhood. I should have a special color because the red fire truck used to come and spray my grandma while she was walking down the street.
I need black hoses and black fire hydrants.
Yeah, I want all black everything fire trucks.
Now, you see how stupid that sounds?
Correct.
You see how stupid those requests will sound to the average person? But they can just throw out anti-Semitic and ruin your whole life.
Oh, yeah.
Which brings us to what the brother Boaz wanted to bring out. This is a good video. Bring this out. If you're not following Sons of Thunder Israelites on TikTok, you're going off.
Smash that like and share button.
That's right. Let's get it. There's 102 likes on here. I should see
95 after this.
There we go. Yeah. I had to go back to see how many people was on there. All right, come on.
Right.
All right, let's bring it out.
Yours is a voice of criticism we don't often hear in the United States. Often when there is dissent expressed in the United States against policies of the Israeli government, people here are called anti-Semitic. What is your response to that as an Israeli Jew?
Well, it's a trick. We always use it. When from Europe somebody is criticizing Israel, then we bring up the Holocaust. When in this country people are criticizing Israel, then there are anti-Semitic. And the organization is strong and has a lot of money. And the ties between Israel and the American Jewish establishment are very strong, and they are strong in this country, as you know.
So listen to what she said, because her accent is kind of strong.
It's heavy.
She said was it in Germany, if somebody says something against Jewish people, we bring up the Holocaust.
Europe.
Like in Europe, because Jonathan had said last week. Right, that's right. 200 likes, 1,000 likes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like the energy. Right. He said in Europe, you bring up the Holocaust. You bring up something against Jewish people, they bring up the Holocaust to shame you. But in America, they call you anti-Semitic. And they have organizations with a lot of money, which holds a lot of power that's backing them in these things that they're saying.
Correct.
All right, I want to back it up just a minute. I want y'all to hear what she said now.
So I think Israel, then we bring up
to that as an Israeli Jew.
Well, it's a trick. We always use it.
Israeli Jew. Go ahead.
What she said? What?
She called her an Israeli Jew.
She said, no. The lady said, it's a trick.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she said we always use it. Yeah. Yeah.
Pay attention to that. That is key right there. That's cold.
Let's run this back.
People here are called anti-Semitic. What is your response to that as an Israeli Jew?
Well, it's a trick. We always use it. When from Europe somebody is criticizing Israel, then we bring up the Holocaust. When in this country people are criticizing Israel, then there are anti-Semitic. And the organization is strong and has a lot of money. And the ties between Israel and the American Jewish establishment are very strong, and they are strong in this country. As you know, they have power, which it's okay. They are talented people, and they have power, money, and media, and other things. And their attitude is Israel, my country, right or wrong, the identification. And they are not ready to hear criticism. And it's very easy to blame people who criticize certain acts of the Israeli government as anti-Semitic, and to bring up the Holocaust and the suffering of the Jewish people, and that justify everything we do to the Palestinians.
How?
Bring it out.
Hey, this is the book of Esther, chapter 16 and verse 7.
There you go.
And it reads, now ye may see this, as we have declared, not so much by ancient histories, as ye may, if ye search what have been wickedly done of late through the pestilent behavior of them that are unworthily placed in authority. This is wicked behavior. Like, we don't even have to go back into the Bible like we do and be like, well, what about this here? What about Deuteronomy? What about Obadiah? What about Ezekiel? Right? What about Hosea? What about Isaiah? Nah, we can see what y'all doing right here.
Hey,
And the
that's right.
woman said it right out of her mouth. She said, it's a trick. This is a ploy. And we got power with these other nations where they're gonna magnify it like they did all throughout the sports media, all throughout the news, just constantly saying anti-Semitic and the hate speech in the video and talking about the Holocaust and everything like that, but they ain't even watched it.
Right.
They don't know what's going on, right?
Right.
Hey, and when we try that, you know what they say? You have a victim mentality.
Right.
You need to stop having a victim mentality.
Right.
And you got to raise above that, brother. We can't always be talking about slavery in the past, brother. We got to move forward. Nobody would never tell them that, ever.
Right.
Hey.
You'd be wrong if you did. And if you did, you got to pay $500,000 towards the anti-Semitism.
Yeah, and sit down with the Jewish leaders and all that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing, man.
Hey, that's right. That's right. Hey, man. Hey, we just want to show the hypocrisy, man. And that was the ultimate form of hypocrisy. That shows you we seen the hypocrisy of our so-called leaders and the hypocrisy of these people. You see what I'm saying? Hey, man, does anybody have anything else? Anybody in the chat have anything? We keep forgetting to drop that link. It's okay,
man.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody got anything else before we depart?
Yeah, before we close, I just want to say one more thing. I just wanted to note that they bought Israel with drug money. They performed illegal actions in the United States to fund the war in Israel against the Palestinians before the nation of Israel became a nation. This is documented. Matter of fact, you can look it up. I'm gonna do a Patreon video on it. So you got to be on the Patreon to see it, right?
That's right.
But we're gonna do a Patreon video on it. I'm gonna bring the receipts out, but I'm gonna drop some names. You ever heard of Beanie Siegel?
Yep.
Right? The rapper, he's named after a Jewish gangster who funded the war against the Palestinians before Israel was a nation.
That's
have you ever heard of Meyer Lansky? Meyer Lansky was a Jewish mob boss. He was a part of the National Crime Syndicate. He helped formulate and pay for the war before Israel became a state. So when we're saying these things, this is not anti-Semitism, it's fact. You can look it up. The documents are declassified on the FBI website, right? We're gonna bring the receipts. So hey, all praises to the Most High, man.
Hey, all praises, man. Go ahead, King.
Hey, I got one more for you. One last video. It's quick.
Okay.
The one that says "Fly to the Max." You could just play that straight through and let that sizzle on Israel's spirit.
Let it sizzle in your spirit. Hey, drop that again in the chat just so I can see, because real quick, drop in our chat. Drop that again in the chat real quick.
I got you.
All right. And next week's class is gonna be kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because this next week is gonna be can America be one nation under God and pro-choice? We got to talk about this. Can America be one nation under God and pro-choice? All right, so let's bring this video out. All right, give me 1 second. Oh, this is my man right here. He gonna say something crazy. I already know he gonna say something crazy.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, let this one sizzle on your spirit and pay attention.
Yeah, man. Let's see what this man got to say, man. All right, let's get into it.
They use their media to turn you into a villain so they could justify what they do. Look what Thomas Ward said, comedian Thomas Ward from Detroit. And it's so on point. Listen. They rehiring people in New York that they told you can't work because you won't take the shot. In fact, they telling people you getting your back pay because it was unconstitutional what they did. The Nets owe Kyrie millions of motherfucking dollars.
So lucky for the language.
Millions of motherfucking dollars in fines because he wouldn't take that shot. That ain't what they doing, huh? It seemed like that's what it is. We got to pay him what? And he didn't play?
Mm-hmm.
We got to make him a villain. We got to take a retweet. That's what we'll do. We'll take a retweet and make him out to be public enemy number one because we got control of the niggas in media. We control if he's bad or good in the public eye because we want to find a way out of paying. They got to get him cops and everybody that money that they didn't get him when they told them, if you don't take the shot, you got to get the fuck out. Well, they getting ready to hire them people back, but the Nets didn't want to get Kyrie black ass that money. Run my nigga money back.
Gucci Dan said he needs to sue Kyrie.
Hey.
Run my nigga money, Nets. If he had to get that, boy, you know how much money that they didn't have to pay him, and now it looks like they might have to pay him?
Damn, that's a cold game, boy.
God.
Hey.
But that's sizzle on your spirit.
Hey,
I'm
Corey,
telling
hey, that's my boy. He be a little off in some areas.
Yeah.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, there it go.
Straight up and down, man.
That's something real to think about, man.
That's a fact. All right. Hey, man. So remember, man, tune in next week. All right. Make sure you like us on all our social media platforms. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of that. If you're not on the Patreon, help us, you know what I'm saying? Support the camp. Support what we out here doing. You can do that via Patreon. You can also super chat on the YouTube. Send money to CashApp. You know what I'm saying? Donations to the PayPal. You can do all of that. You
Hey,
know
that's
what
right.
I'm saying?
That's
All
right.
All right, you can do all of that. Make sure you support the movement, man. We try to bring you good content every week. You know what I'm saying? Thursday Night Live is going to be more of a podcast type of thing. And we're also going to get into doctrine. You know what I'm saying? We want to be edifying and entertaining at the same time, if that makes any sense. We ain't trying to put nobody to sleep. You know how it go. So next week's class, can this nation be one nation under God and pro-choice? I beg to differ. All right? I don't think it can happen. We're gonna see. All right. Amen. And with that, all right, we the sons of Thunder Israelites. It's our heart's prayer and desire that all Israel be saved. Shalom.
Shalom. We're going DEFCON 3 on Esau.
That's right.